Well, it's a sad story. When by the time Mwai Kibaki was leaving office, we had borrowed about 2.7. After Kibaki left office, Parliament approved, until 30th of November last year, Parliament approved some 2.6 trillion. Now, but we have borrowed in a close to 12 trillion shillings.
As a country?
As a country, but only approved, the only valid amount is the 2.7 trillion, which was borrowed under the old order, which was not very clear. But under the new order that's clearly defined how to borrow, that you propose in a budget, you take it to Parliament, Parliament approves, and you proceed. You have only borrowed about 2.6. So in total, when you take 2.7 plus 2.6, you get not much, but about 5.3 or so. But our debt is about 12 trillion. So which means
are we
more than 6 trillion is debt that you cannot trace in our economy. It's odious debt.
Hey, Mayo.
And it's debt we have to ask ourselves questions. Where is this money? How did we come to borrow money without approval of Parliament? Because under the design of the Constitution, the President is supposed to be a lobbyist, begging Parliament to allow him to do certain things. He has appointed people, take them to Parliament for approval. He has a budget, proposed it to Parliament for approval. So the President should be begging Parliament. But we have got a mistake whereby now today Parliament begs the President.
When are you signing?
Yes. So Parliament begs the President for things. And the cardinal sin, the original sin is just one. It's a failure for us to do what the Constitution requires, to separate the Treasury from the Ministry of Finance.
Ministry of Finance, yeah.
Yeah. So that the President cannot access money. Today, the President can go to a place with all the good intentions. And is challenged by people say, we want something to be done here. He will simply say, well, the PS Finance, can you get so much money for these people? Now, that thing is not in the budget. And the law says the only way you can get money from the consolidated fund is by budget, approved by budget, supervised by the controller of budget.
Budgets?
Now, this thing is not in the budget. Instead of the President saying, where's the RMP or the MCA, can you go and raise a motion? I can see this an emergency, raise a motion in Parliament for a supplementary budget to give us money. He simply tells the Treasury, get money. So the President becomes a giver of goods, you see. So we reverse roles. Now, Parliament, which is supposed to be the one to allow the President to spend money, because the President proposes a budget. Parliament approves. Parliament can reject it. So Parliament is supposed to be the one with the power to control the President. But because the President has got the direct access to the purse, he now undermines Parliament, and MPs usually campaign on platforms of promissory notes. So for you to cash your check, to go and do something for development for your people, you go back to the President and bow down before him. Say, Mzee, so the budget Parliament passes becomes just decoratory.
So let me deviate just a little bit, of course, within the periphery of that conversation.